Let me talk about Kia Sportage 2023 1.6. It's a smart stream engine, mild hybrid diesel, right? What I do like and what I don't like about these cars, right? What I do like the way it looks, right? The LED lights around the car, more likely you're seeing it, right? So the visuals are much better than a Hyundai Tucson, right? However, because they're the same platform cars, pretty much, they just visually look the same. The rest of it is the same, engine the same, everything else the same, because the Hyundai technology is the sister's company, and everything sort of gets passed back to Kia, you know. So only the servicing schedules differ, right? Which doesn't make any sense. Compared to Hyundai diesel and Kia diesel. Hyundai diesel 20,000 or 1 year, Kia 10,000 or 1 year, right? And probably that's why they can extend the warranty to 7 years, more likely, because you do more frequent servicing than on a Hyundai, and Hyundai is 5 years, however, unlimited mileage warranty. Hyundai is 7, but 150, but probably I guess it works out the same. Interior, going to the interior is kind of good, sensible materials. Obviously, as typical for Kia, shitty carpets, right? Shitty carpet quality, which are really shit. So is a floor mat. Rest of the details and plastics are they kind of suede leather and with the sort of fake leather on the seats is sort of okay, right? I mean, it's quite good, right, for the price of the car. And what I do like, as on both Hyundai and Kia, I like infotainment system, right? It's very easy to use. It's very practical. The touchscreen is very sensitive. The sat nav is good. It's easy to. It's a good size touchscreen letters to type in the location. It responds quick, and it searches the location quick. It's easy to select it. So it's a slightly toggled heating system display where you can switch between the nav functions and climate control functions. So the gear selector is good, which is a sort of round knob. There's no physical lever. It has drive mode controls. You can toggle between eco, normal and sport. When you put in a sport, you can feel it. The revs go high and the car has more power. So it's more likely a map changes you can change, right? And regards to steering wheel is a very good size. This is a GT spec. If you go for any Hyundai, I mean, if you go for any Kia, you go for the GT spec. If you go for the Hyundai, you also get the higher spec, right? Otherwise, the specs are quite basic if you go for the basic models. Because on a GT spec, you will get a 19-inch wheels, right? It's just car will look better. It's got external gloss type trims, you know. So it's on the interior, you get suede and fake leather seats and this embroidery of the GT line. You know, it's just a more nicer looking car, you know, for a bit of more money. Never go for the basic entry car, basic entry specs. I mean, it doesn't matter whether we buy Kia or Hyundai, that applies to any car. Regards to the way it drives in a good manner, right? However, because of the 19-inch wheels, the ride quality gets a bit shit when you drive to the uneven on uneven roads, right? It feels then like you don't drive a new car. It feels like you drive like a 100,000-mile car. That's how the suspension feels, because I think those wheels are too big for this McPherson type suspension. because that's this suspension on like on a Hyundai and a Hyundai and Kia, they use multi-link. I mean, they don't use multi-link suspension like Mercedes, Audi, and BMW, right? So the ride quality on higher wheels are they are a bit shit, right? I don't like a bit Chelsea DSG this so the CVT gearbox, right? It's not a CVT, it's a dual clutch, right? That's what I don't like, and I don't, like I said, I don't like the way it drives through the uneven road surfaces and sort of potholes. The suspension feels a bit terrible, right? And as I said, it feels like you're driving an old car, you know. Rest of it, it's got a good sized boot, and you can fold the seats. There's a flap, you can pull it and the seats falls down. Fuel consumption is good, you know, on average. On average is you can do 42, 55, you know. In some situation, you could go up to 58, but between 52 and 55, you know. So it's 1.6 mile hybrid. So you can't go with fuel economy on this. So the rest of the stuff, like I said, I do like infotainment system. I hate this stupid digital speedometer where it doesn't show digital analog type theme, right? You can select the colors, right, when you toggle through the eco modes, and you can select them separately as permanent, but it's just, I don't like none of them, right? It's just, if you can see, there's a green like lines, which are, it just annoys me. Not too much, I'm used to it, but I would prefer digital analog type theme on an instrument cluster. However, obviously the newer facelifted ones, or there's like some sort of special editions, they do come with analog type, right? But obviously it's shame they can't put an update where you could just change the theme on it, right? But however, all the buttons on the steering wheel is quite practical. You know, they're on a right side, so it's easy to navigate through the menus, and then that is sort of quite good. If you do like, you can go for it. If you don't, you don't. You can go for the Hyundai Tuscan. I did like Tuscan, but it's just for some reason, just Tuscan has some visual design flaws, and I just don't like it, you know. But the Kia Sportage, they're actually the same, like I said, they just look differently. And other than that, also the Kia servicing costs are much higher than on a Hyundai for some reason, which doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, if somebody would ask me, would you choose one? I would say obviously, yeah, because for the price, you got a decent sized car with long warranty, you know, and good infotainment system, good visual look, you know. It's a good sort of company size run around, everyday run. I think it's a great car for the aspect of usability and warranty, and the size, what this sort of size sort of offers, you know. Hope it helps somebody.